Now I'm going to hand over the podium to today's table topic master. When I asked him for a drawing for our newsletter, he compared himself with Majnu Bhai from the movie Welcome. If you don't know the reference, please watch the movie Welcome. Now let's welcome our esteemed Vice President and my mentor, TM Saujanna, who will play the role of Table Topic Master today. A big round of applause for TM Saujanna.
Keep the round of applause going for our wonderful TMOD Kishle, playing it for the first time, but it does not look like he is playing it for the first time. So I welcome you all to the table topic section, the section which helps you in the art of improvisation and helping you on thinking on the feet skills. So in this section, I will allow all the speakers as well as the guests to choose the topic and deliver on impromptu speech. The timing, please note, it will be from 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute at the lower end and 2 minutes at the higher end. And when at 2 minutes, when the red card is shown, you have to wrap it up in 30 seconds. I would also like to add that the word of the day today is habituate. I would request each of you to use the word of the day habituate as many times as possible. So the rule today is there are basic emotions which all of us have. So there is a spin wheel which I have. So anybody who wants to volunteer will get a emotion. A spin wheel will stop at an emotion, and basis that emotion, a topic will be given to him. So any volunteers? I would request any
TM
volunteer
Richa
who
is
has
volunteering. TM Richa raised her hand.
So I would request, since Richa has already played a role, I'll request Toastmaster Chayan to come onto the podium.
I don't think I have a choice. Yes, Mr. Table Topics Master.
So here we go. I am spinning the wheel. So the
so do I need to kind of show this emotion in the table topics?
No, I'll give you the topic. So the emotion is fright. So I'll quickly share the screen. So your topic is
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master. If I were to tell you that the restaurant can be a pretty scary space, would you believe me? Yes, no, maybe? No reactions?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, wonderful. So let me narrate this incident. I had picked out the perfect restaurant for a date with my wife. After a long fight, which lasted for some months, it was the time to smoke the peace pipe. And we arrived at that restaurant, which is a very fancy restaurant. And we went over there and we had this beautiful table for ourselves. The waiter took us over there into our seats and we sat down. And we were just about to order our meal. But then comes the lady to whom I had proposed to in college and she had refused me. And if it was not any better, she chose to sit right behind us where I was visible in her eyesight. And she chose to look at me and give me that fleeting sense that she recognized me. If you are not scared at these junctures, what will happen to you? And then to make matters worse, she came very confidently over there with a smile and said, Chayan, do you recognize me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are some moments in our life which are called moments of truth. If you fail over there, your entire life is ruined. I looked at her, and with all the conviction in my heart, I put a very inquisitive face and said, "No, do we know each other?" Trust me, that day I have not just saved my marriage, but I have forever closed a chapter which was a failure against my name. So next time, if you say that a restaurant is a place to enjoy, think differently. Or if I may say, remember your sins. Don't you agree, Mr. Table Topic Master?
Thank you, DTM Chen, for such a wonderful take, and also letting all the other guests know how to play in this role. You actually took us to that restaurant. We could visualize the scene, how it totally unplayed, and how your ex came up to you, and how you completely did not recognize her. We totally related, and it was totally, we could visualize it. Thank you for that, wonderfully
I
explaining
just
how
add that what you heard was a
frightening.
figment of an imagination. So please do not go about telling my wife that this happened.
Absolutely, we could absolutely feel how frightening we all could be in that situation. So now I would request uh, guest Rohit, if you can come out to the stage, and then maybe you can select from the picker wheel.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah,
have guest Rohit? Yes.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so guest Rohit, here is your spin wheel. Starting it right now. So guest Rohit, here is the topic for you.
Yeah, it's like a very usual topic, a very common topic, which I want to share, and I hope others will also relate with me. So, it was at the time when the coronavirus, the news of coronavirus, they spread across the whole world, is increasing, and at one night, it was, I don't remember, it was a weekend probably. We opened the news channel and we saw our prime minister gave a speech that whole nationwide lockdown will start from the next day. So it's like one of the biggest shock we all have in our lifetime. I only have like 22 years of my life so far, and I was shocked really, because all my colleges will shut down, and all the other like shopping malls and all will shut down. The offices will shut down. The local business will shut down. Yeah, it was a really big problem for us. So I can, anybody of us will can relate with it. We need to get habituated with working from home, from working from home for our parents, for my parents. Obviously, I need to get homeschool from my college, for which I missed 2 years of my beautiful life in college. And there were many problems, like we couldn't even go to movies, like which was the main topic of today's session. We didn't watch movies. We were more habituated with web series so far, and yeah, with this a big shock in my life, I can say that in my personal experience, I enjoyed a big of lockdown so far, because luckily I haven't contacted with coronavirus so far, and I watched plenty of movies and web series in the last year. So yeah, it was a shock. Obviously, I also lost some of my relatives and all, and it was a bag of mixed emotion, I will say. And I hope that we will get out of this phase pretty soon. There was also a partial lockdown sort of going on in West Bengal at the moment, and I hope that we are not short we will not get shot more with coronavirus in the future, and I hope we will get out of this pandemic as soon as possible. So thank you.
A huge round of applause for our guest Rohit for speaking so wonderfully, and for the first time while speaking onto the virtual podium, he has used the word of the day, habituate. I would strongly request Toastmaster guest Rohit to continuously come onto this podium and habituate himself as a Toastmaster. So I could strongly relate to your feelings and how all we were shocked to see that the whole nation went into an entire lockdown, and I could relate to your feelings on how you missed the uh, gone moments of the college days, the third and the fourth year, which will never come back, and all the lockdown misery that you said, we could totally relate. Wonderfully
Yeah.
said. Now
Thank you
we
so
will
much.
go on to the next speaker. For that, I would request uh, Toastmaster Pratik if he can come onto the podium.
Yes, please.
Yes, for Toastmaster Pratik, so I'll spin the wheel. So Toastmaster Pratik, so yours is surprise.
I opened my door and found my mom. She has come as a surprise to see me. What a joy it gives me when I see her. Due to pandemic, she has been suffering from some comorbidities, and we have not been in touch for quite some time. And since the third wave have come, I have not been able to see her for almost 3 months now. And for 3 months with me not being with my mom is very tough. And when I see her, I get all the joy of seeing her again. She comes, she stays with me and has all the fun. And this is what happened, in fact, yesterday. And today in the morning, she left. Life is all about enjoying those moments. It's enjoying that, yes, my mom was there with me. I don't know what is going to happen because, ladies and gentlemen, in the second wave, my mom was in a very serious condition. She was fighting for her life, but I have started to enjoy each and every moment with her. If she has come, I was not afraid. I thought, let's take all the precaution and live the moment that I really wanted to live with her, because, and let that moment stay as it, that moment will never come. And let me enjoy each and every moment with my mother. When she opens the door, I'm able to see. So anybody who is a dear one, if they come to your door, come, endorse them, have them with you, enjoy with them, have a cheerful time so that you live that moment as that moment will never come. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik, for that such a wonderful take. The word surprise is a very tough one, and to come up with such a wonderful response is such a brilliant take that you had given. Means I could totally relate to the strong feeling that you have for your mother, and how that 3 months of long time you stayed apart from your mother, and when she suddenly came, how you felt surprising, and it was totally relatable, and the bond of love that you share, a beautiful take. Now we will, due to the paucity of time, we will take our final speaker. So for that, if I can call upon the guest Apurv, if you are ready for the topic, then okay. So here is your spin wheel.
relieved.
So guest Apurv, your topic is for the emotion relieved.
Okay. So guys, just imagine you have just 1 month left on this planet. What are you going to dream? What are you going to do? Anybody? And with anybody wishes, any last wishes that you would like to fulfill? Maybe meet with your parents or just go on a buffet or something else. Anybody?
Watching El Clasico
Okay, great. I have one.
at Barcelona.
Okay. So, Sochonu, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, going to a vacation in US.
Oh, great, fantastic. So, guys, just 1 month left. And trust me, if you ask me what is my wish, like if we don't survive, so first wish like would be like I'm a very big foodie. So I would like to go to a 5-star hotel and at least spend 2-3 days with that buffet at all. Also, apart from that, second wish that I would like to would like to fulfill is like I would like to spend much of my time with my loved ones, my family, my parents, especially my siblings and all. I remember during lockdown, it was really a hard time. 3 months, I was not with more than 3 months. I was not with my parents. So this coronavirus has somehow taught us that even though we live in the world of, we have become habituated to the world of globalization, but we have to be remain conscious of the fact of our closed ones, because at any point of a lifetime, even in the most difficult situations, they are the ones who are going to come forward and help us in a need of time. Agree. I hope every one of you will agree with that fact. So yes, the time that I have with me, I would like to spend with my parents and loved ones and maybe rejoice on the memories that we have spent together. So guys, 22nd February 2022 is a D-Day. If you haven't decided what you're going to do, you may be running out of time. Thank you.
What a wonderful take. A big round of applause for our guest Apurv. So what a wonderful take. He had completely taken the topic and framed such a wonderful message in such a short span of time. I'm totally out of words. You are such a wonderful speaker. I'm totally out of words. You in how such a short time in you could phrase that we need to enjoy our lives for whatever 1 month or whatever time we have left. We should enjoy. And means when I had posted that topic in my mind, I had thought that the word relief, maybe the meteor is coming and somehow the world has thrown a nuclear bomb or something and made the meteor go away from the earth. So that I had thought in my mind, but you completely came up with such a wonderful message. Thank you for that. So that was a beautiful take. A round of applause for guest Apurv. So with that, I finish our table topic section and I hand it over back to our wonderful Toastmasters of the day, Toastmaster Kishle.
Thank you, TM Saujanya, for such an intriguing and engaging table topic session. And also a big round of applause for our table topic master, along with the lovely table topic speaker, our Toastmasters and the guests.